Alright, what's going on, guys? Finna do a live stream on Shadowland. We're gonna climb today. Also at the event shop, we got like 19 and a half hours left on the gold chest and all that. We got the event quest. Alright, I have my 320 tokens. So you know what that means. We're going to go ahead and pick up the P card before we start this live stream. Alright, let's go ahead and get that. Let's see what we get. Alright, got a white fox. Alright, cool. Got that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the live stream. Alright. As you can see, my best is 193. Alright, so we're going to at least try to get somewhere in there, hopefully. Alright, I have 2,700 tokens. Alright. And also, if you have the shield support, you can skip previous floors with your roster. As you can see, they will use the ones that you clear with. So, we'll go and just clear most of these. And get into the heavy duty floors. All right. I'll use all the weak characters for these floors. Right here. Okay. Oh, and always on these floors right here, always choose the comic card. Always choose the comic card. That way you can use for like re-rolls or anything like that. And on these floors, always pick the gold, especially when you're low. Especially when you're low. I spent over 200 million gold reworking most of my characters, just doing random stuff. So yeah, definitely gotta build that gold back up, especially for, we probably get a sneak peek tonight. For the mid-month, we're getting Shala Ball, Silver Surfer next week anyway. So just hopefully you got the resources for that. And now these floors right here, you know, you get BAM, double gold, or Callous North Stones. Never go for the Callous North Stones. It's not enough. If you need gold, choose the gold. But you can also farm easily over almost 300 black antimatter a week. So I would choose the black antimatter. That way you can rank up native tier 2 and 3 characters, like their uniforms and stuff like that. So that is a good way to farm black antimatter also. Alright, so we're getting there for the clears. Then we can start going in manually with the characters. Alright, this will be the last one. So those are the first 25 clears with that roster right there. So, and most of them are transcended now, so but they're still kind of like the weaker of the bunch. So those are the first 25 of my roster right there. Now 26 and up, you'll have to use your characters then. As you know, with these Shadowland chests, the hand with Rocket and Kingpin, they will consist of once the screen loads. Okay, these right here, which are somewhat okay rewards. The Daredevil chest with Hawkeye though in the middle has a little bit better rewards. Okay, you get the boosters, the ISO, and the Uru. Alright, so Shang-Chi is up first. So I always use the weaker or the ones with like the uniform that's really old. I use those first. Never the tier 4s. I use those for like higher stages. If I want to climb, stuff like that. Okay, want to go ahead and use. I could use Hawkeye instead of Cassie, because she does have a team up with the Young Avengers, but that's fine. We'll just use the characters I clear with. And Cassie is a support, since she does have the Transcendence now. She has a little bit of a support buff, but it's not too crazy. But yeah, Transcendent characters are one-shots in Shadowland. Okay, we do choose the hand chest on these because I had a whole bunch of weak and old characters. I was just trying to get out the way because most of the universals are pretty decent, and I usually use those for like 36 and up. So okay. All right, so on this one, I use Singularity. I got an Extreme Obelisk with the heel on it. So it's kind of like you could call it a mini regen. Definitely helps out. So Singularity is not really useless if you think about it. So once she gets a tier 3 or Transcendent with the uniform, she'll be pretty good. She has a self-buffing lead also. So as you see, really good. You know, with the Obelisk, she has a 12-second heal when it gets below 40%. So that's really good. Alright. It's Morbin time. we're going to try to use the whole roster. Alright. Going to try. Spider-Verse characters, I always use a Rat Knight. I should use Silk since she's like an older character, but I usually wait for like a speed floor to use her. If not, the Spider Sense floor. But I just use a Rat Knight just because. Alright. You want to choose the Scarlet Witch floor, or you have to use non-mutant characters, so any speed characters. Use Black Cat. Alright, and then we have the Phoenix Force, where Kid Omega has always been a really good choice for this floor. So, alright, so this is where we're going to start farming our Shadowland tokens. Alright, so here we go. Let's see, Blast. That's a Rumble floor. Okay, we'll go to Blast. Let's see. We will use the weakest. I always use the weakest characters in my roster first, from 36 and up. Get all those out of the way. That is always the strategy. Use your weakest characters first. Okay, got combat. Let's see. I'm gonna just go and just start using these guys. I usually use like the Sinister Six or the Defenders, like in a team group. I try to get as many tokens as I can on a stage with like a rumble or whatever. But I'm gonna try at least. I don't want to use semi-good characters. Alright, we'll go ahead and use Slapstick for this one since he's just a tier 2 character. paint villains. With Blast. We'll use Malekith. Alright, let's see. Nope. Let's see what Sandman can do. Yeah, in Shadowland, I always use type disadvantage. Makes it so much easier. And when you start out, it's going to be a little troublesome because you got to build your characters. But after that, just... Okay, we've got villains. It's a rumble floor. Mainly combat. Now see, this is where I would use like Sandman, Rhino, and Lizard. But since I used Rhino and Sandman by themselves, we'll see if Lizard by himself can do it. Alright, yep. Alright. Got Hydro Man. Too bad we don't have any more water-based characters that you can use. Like, got what? Iceman, Hydro Man, Wave, Crystal somewhat, but I already used her. They did again to me. Oh, let's see. No. Well, Muscubio. We could use Muscubio, but that's too easy. Let's see. We're not going to use Iceman. We'll do old Lincoln Campbell. Choose a male hero. And we'll use old Ball Stag. We'll separate these guys. Try to see how far I can get just by using one character on each floor. Try to farm as many Shadowland tokens I can get. Because now with the tier 4 match, you'll have to have 10,000 tokens just to get those out of the shop. And then on top of that, you got the Shadowland chest, which are 1,000 a piece now. And they do have some really good rewards like Godstones, Power of the Mirrors, stuff like that. So let's see, where you look. So now you have to kind of balance what you want to get. At least I would probably say farm Shadowland every month and try to get as many tokens as you can. If you need tier 4 materials, that's cool. If you just want to try to get this chest to get yourself a CTP, that's cool too. So you would definitely have to farm the higher stages for a while. Okay. And also, if you have the shield support, as you can see, you get 1 extra free token. But that's only if you have the shield support. So if you're wondering why I'm getting extra tokens, that is why. I have the shield support, and they do give you extra stuff. So that builds up your tokens really fast too. We got the combo floor. Let's see. I'm going to just use 3. Just go ahead and get them out the way. That's mainly what I do anyway when it comes to those kinds. The female floor with combat and the Spider-Man floor with combat. I just use 3 just to get them out the way. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what old Hulkling can do. Oh no! Well, there we go. That's why I use 3 on most of those floors, right there. We'll try it again. Now he does have an obelisk with a heal on it. It's 10 seconds, or 10% HP recovery for 3 seconds. So he does have that, but these women are no joke. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's see if Vendril can do it. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, Doctor Strange is not playing. He's getting there. There we go. Okay. Now the Phoenix Force. Got good old Hyperion. Now this is just with the Phoenix Force uniform, so if you don't have it, he will not pop up. They have to have the Phoenix Force tag to be used on that floor. So, alright, that's another combat floor where I'll use 3 characters. Let's see. Let's see what old Drax can do. Nice, nice. They all got caught in the transcendent skill, which is very nice. Alright, so we got 3,000 tokens. Alright, so now we need villains with mind or machine tags. So you can do mind resist, which we could use Supergiant. Go ahead and get Supergiant out the way. She is the weaker of the Black Order. I usually do Machine and use like a Destroyer or Ultron, but just want to use Supergiant and get her out the way. Alright, this is gonna be the rough one. So none of the level 80s. We'll use America Chavez. Try to use as many level 70s as we can. So all the weak characters, level 70s, transcendent, tier 3s. Try to get as many of those out of the way. And then after that is level 80s and tier 4s. Okay, Universal. Now we'll use Nimrod. Good old Nimrod. I'm sorry, the next X-Men update needs to have him at least tier 3, Exodus tier 3, or Transcendent. Just get all the X-Men characters out of the way. They did a tier 3 Nimrod. He would be pretty good for Otherworld battle, especially against mutants. Just saying. Give him the Bastion uniform, which they could have done in the X-Men 97 update, but they didn't. Okay, we need a hero. We will do a blast. What? Yeah, we'll use Nova. Alright. Now get Iron Hammer out the way. He's definitely one of the weaker warp reality characters. He's the only one without a uniform too. So yeah, their awakening is horrible. They have terrible targeting. That's what Scourge, Angela, and Destroyer. Yeah, they have terrible targeting. Terrible. Alright, we got Flame, so we got a couple of characters that's not under the Flame banner, but you can use them. Like good old Hellstorm, he's a good one. You got Sister Graham with her uniform. You have Satana. Yeah, you have a bunch of characters with flame abilities. Especially good for those floors. Alright. Another super villain floor. Speed. Let's see. Squirrel Girl. Yeah. Alright. Alright, let's see. Should we even use group? Oh yeah, we use group. Okay. Other hero floor. Let's see. Alright, we use Nightcrawler on that one. Like I said, I'm trying to use as much of the weaker characters I can use before I can at least get into the hundreds, at least. Okay, let's see. Let's see. No. Who do I want to? Okay, we'll use Dana. At least use the Eternals. Man, I remember when they released the uniforms for the Eternals. Thana was goated. Her and Makari, yeah, those were the two that were powerhouses. Let's see. Use Makari on that floor. Another blast floor. Alright, we got one more Eternal left, and that's Icarus. Alright. Okay, let's see. Misty Night. Okay, that's good. She's not letting up, but there we go. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Got caught in the awakening skill. Alright. Another hero floor. Let's see. Oh yeah, I know who I can use. Good old Vision. Get the weakest of the weak out of the way. You know, Vision, Blue Marvel, they're pretty weak. They're really pretty weak. So I definitely use them on hero floors. You definitely use them before you get to the high 80s and 100s and all that. Get them out of the way. All right. Very nice. Okay, we are floating through these. Okay. I'm using most of these as one characters on each floor. Most of the time I use 3 if they're like a set team. So I'm kind of pushing it right now, but it's working out so far. So not going to complain. Try to see how far I can get. This Juggernaut has what, a regen? Yeah, he has a regen, so he's fine. Alright, another hero floor. Oh, we can definitely do we'll go ahead and get Icarus out the way. Then maybe next hero floor, if we get one, will be Blue Marvel. Get those out, get them guys out the way. Don't have to worry about them. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do that. Nope. I'm gonna use Clea. This shit is definitely weak. And I was just thinking I haven't gotten a female floor yet. That was really wild. You know, like I said, Clea is super weak. And I have a mighty patience. No, a mighty transcendence on her, yeah. No, I think it's a mighty patience. I can't remember. No, transcendence, yeah. I have a transcendence. I couldn't remember which one it was. But she is super weak. Jeez. If she had a heal in her kit, she'd be a little bit better. Well, not much better, but jeez. I had to start using her like on the real low floors. Jeez. All right, let's see. I will try it again. Even her awakening skill is weak. Jeez, that's crazy. Yeah, she's not gonna be able to hold out till her transcendent skill gets back up. I don't see it. Nope. Oh man, she's so weak. Alright, so we'll have to choose somebody else. Let's see, female. No. Get old Jane Foster in there. I could use Claire in a Rumble floor because she does have like a team up with Angela, so I could still use her in that. It's fine. Alright, let's see. Use Follow Veil, but we're gonna go ahead and knock out Destroyer. We'll use the Destroyer. And Groot ran away. Dang. Oh, almost. Come on. King Groot beat him. Ah. Alright, we'll try it. Oh, he almost got him. If he could hit Groot with that awakening skill, he would be alright. That targeting is just garbage. Jeez. Like I said, that's the worst transcendent skill ever. Once they pop it, it's like everybody runs from it. That's crazy. Yep, he's gonna kick the bucket again. He's going to. Yep, there it is. Golly. All right. Dang, Groot. Let's see. We'll use that sorry character, Sylvie. All right, very nice. We'll do Shell Sword Master. Okay, another Phoenix Force. We'll see how Rachel does. Yeah, the higher the floor, the more HP they have and the stronger they are. So nice. Alright, so we're going to use those two and one more. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, this team right here, I usually would do Follow Veil because she does have Reflect. So she's a really good character also against energy-based characters. So okay. Another Flame Floor. We got Molten Man. You know what? Molten Man, She-Hulk, Red Hulk, Sister Graham, Mephisto, Human Torch. Still have all those guys left. So, but like I said, I always get the weak guys out of there. Very nice. Which I could use any blast character really. That's what we'll do. We'll use good old Jubilee. All right, let's see. We're 3,400 tokens. So I got what was it, over 1,300 tokens I done got so far? I think I had like 2,100. That's pretty nice haul. Pretty nice haul right now. So alright, let's see. We'll use Brother Voodoo. Nice. Use good old Heimdall right here. Alright, we reached floor 100. Alright, let's see. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Alright, we'll reach floor 100. Let's see. We'll do 10 more floors, then I'm going to go ahead and end the live. Alright, so we got speed, rumble. Let's see. We'll use sip. Yeah, we'll do go up to 110 and then we'll call it a day. Still got some stuff I gotta finish up, but those are really productive. So got most of the weak characters out of the way. Okay. Alright. Now we gotta use heroes with the flame abilities. Go ahead and use Sunbird. Cause most of the flame abilities, these are blast. Mainly of them are blast. You have a couple of universals. I have to get Sunbird out of the way though, since he's the only speed. And he does have a revive, so Alright, there we go. Alright, so machine or mind resist. This time we'll use machine. Good old Modoc. They have to be villains, so always remember with the mind or mind resist, they have to be villains. Alright, another female floor. And we got we'll use Moonstone. The original one-shot queen. I kind of miss playing Moonstone. Okay. Another hero floor. We will do. It's a wave. Okay. Oh yeah, Blue Marvel. We'll see if Blue Marvel can get this out the way. Hope so. Like I said, he is pretty garbage. Wow, he didn't make it. Like I said, oh man, I missed the opportunity of not using him in the lower floors because he does suck. Golly, he is horrible. Let's see. Let's see. We'll use old Falcon here. Maybe he can do it. Yep, had a missed opportunity of using him on the lower floors. Should have. I have to use him on a hero floor teamed up with somebody. Okay. Alright, here we go. Let's see. And them three. I'll put in Blue Marble because he sucks. And alright, we'll do that. And at least that'll give me 44 tokens. There we go. So I got 2 more floors. Alright. Speed Rumble. Let's see. Let's see if she could do it. Let's see. She could do it just with a CTP insight. Oh yeah, she's good. We'll use a Koye for this one. Alright, another hero floor. And alright, it's the last floor. I enjoyed doing this live with y'all guys. Y'all let me know what y'all guys think about the grinding on Shadowland. Let me know if y'all like the floor, the Shadowland shop. What other improvements they could possibly do with Shadowland. All that good stuff. But make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that comment box down below. Let me know what y'all guys think. I enjoyed doing this. Definitely be back next time doing a live stream on Shadowland, grinding Shadowland tokens, and we'll probably open up a couple boxes. So I enjoyed this. And she ran out of time. Okay. Cool. She ran out of time. Let's see. I'll do Franklin, maybe. Okay, he did. He did it. All right. Yep, he's gonna miss it. No, he 1 second on the shot clock. All right, nice. All right, guys. Thank y'all for watching the live. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I will catch you up, guys, in the next one.